welcome back to the Via Watch Network. I'm your host, Skylar McElroy, aka Red X Black. That's my other YouTube channel. So question on my mind today is how close are we to nuclear war? Feels I don't want to say too close, but feels kind of close. I don't want to go to nuclear war. I would never want to go to nuclear war. I actually don't want nukes at all. I don't. It makes me uncomfortable physically that we have like nuclear weapons. I know that it seems kind of dumb, but I just I don't trust other people sometimes. I don't trust other countries. I think just I remember watching a video a while back about how we almost went to nuclear war in the 80s with because of an accident. Now the Soviet satellites detected the clouds. It was like bad weather, so the clouds were like interfering with the satellite. The satellites picked up on the clouds, and it looked like oncoming nuclear missiles. And they almost launched missiles back. That would have been a disaster. Now that sometimes that just sits in the back of my mind. What if another country mistakes clouds, birds, a plane for nuclear missiles? That would be disastrous, and that would be a mistake that you really can't come back from if you launch all your nukes. Now, I know that the world has less nuclear weapons than it did back during the height of the Cold War. We have about, I think, 15,000 total now. But back during the Cold War, there was like 15,000 no, 17,000 Russian nuclear warheads and like 15,000 American warheads. So there was a lot of them. There was a lot. But now it's down to like maybe 7,000, 6,000 each. But that's still a lot of nukes. That's a lot. That's enough to, like they say, that's enough to kill humanity 3 times over. So North Korea, Lil Kim, I'm sorry, I gotta call him Lil Kim. Lil Kim's back at it again. The year just started, and Kim Jong-un is already saying, I got the red nuclear button on my desk. He said he has it on his desk. Great. And our president, Jesus Christ, Trump, I'm not a Trump supporter, okay? I'm not a Trump fan. He doesn't help with this either. I think that Trump, he is like, North Korea is used to, regular presidents and being able to talk tough and really not get much back. But when he says something and Trump was like, I'm gonna hit you with fire and fury, they're like, whoa, okay, well, we'll talk tough back, but we really don't mean it. I don't think we really mean this. Now North Korea is saying they're not a first strike country. They're not gonna strike first anymore. At first they were like, oh, we'll strike the mainland. We're getting ready to strike the mainland. It's like I know what North Korea is doing. North Korea, they're what they want is they want to be he's trying to basically save himself. He's trying to save his regime, Kim Jong-un. He's trying to save his power. And he feels he's afraid of ending up like Saddam and ending up like what's his name, Muammar Gaddafi. He's afraid of that. Very afraid of that because we invaded Iraq over weapons of mass destruction that turned out not to be there. We armed people who overthrew Muammar Gaddafi for chemical weapons. Who I think they were there. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But we just destabilized these countries. And now look, the Middle East is a wreck right now. Northern Africa, Libya is still not on its feet. It's near collapsed in the, after Muammar Gaddafi got overthrown because of this vacuum and this rush for power from rebels, extremist groups, just everybody trying to fight for power. So Syria, I mean, when we almost killed Assad, I don't like Assad at all. I think he's a bad person. And Syria, we almost threw Assad. If we overthrew Assad, either ISIS or the rebels would have taken over. But either way, it's destabilizing countries. And North Korea, Kim Jong-un is afraid of that. He's afraid of that. So he uses nuclear weapons as like a way to say, hey, you know, if you try anything, that's why he doesn't like the nuclear, the God, the joint military drills. I'm sorry, my mind's kind of a little tired right now. He doesn't like the joint military drills right on his doorstep because he saw how they built up around Iraq. Like he built up right under the nose of Saddam Hussein and invaded the country. And he doesn't like them doing war drills like right there, right on the border, because it makes him uneasy. Because you know you can never know. It could be secretly building up and just one day just go in and invade. So it's gotten to the point now where they got nuclear weapons. We know they have nuclear weapons, and it's a standoff. It's like a standoff from waiting for somebody to shoot first. So Kim Jong-un, he says he has the red button on his desk ready to go, and the U.S. is within striking distance. So us, the America, we were running out of options. Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State, James Mattis, all of them have tried diplomacy, and a lot of the war hawks want war. They say, "Oh, well, we don't want to have to go to war, but if we do, we gotta do it hard." Like Lindsey Graham, they're ready to strike North Korea. It would end up as a disaster. It would be a complete disaster. Complete disaster. You know how many people would die? A lot of people would die, okay? I'm not just talking about North Koreans. I'm talking about South Koreans, possibly Japanese if they launch missiles into Japan. If it ends up in a nuclear standoff or nuclear war, then the nuclear fallout is gonna spread. It's gonna spread to South Korea. It's gonna spread to China. It's gonna just spread, okay? And we don't even. I don't even. I don't. I'm not in intelligence, so I don't know. I mean, I'm intelligent. I don't. I don't. I'm not in the intelligence community, so I don't know if they know where his nuclear weapons are because most of their stuff is probably underground because they can avoid the satellites, obviously. But this is just it's gotten to a really bad point, and I don't know. I like it's just you wonder one day could just feel like a regular day, and next thing you know, Los Angeles has been hit by a nuclear warhead or a nuclear explosion in Los Angeles, Washington, somewhere, and that would be like, well, it's been a good run. Us humans, we've come a long way, and now it could end up in a nuclear war because if we launch missiles over at North Korea, China, China, Russia, one of our missiles might miss and end up in China, end up in Russia, and they might see that as a threat and launch missiles back, and goodbye humanity. It's all gone. So, and somebody else walked in. That's okay though. That's okay. But the doomsday clock is at 2 minutes to midnight. I think that they brought it up 2 minutes after 2017 came into effect and Donald Trump was inaugurated president. Because of the rhetoric that started coming from the White House and just world events. So the doomsday clock is at 2 minutes to midnight. Or it's either 2 minutes or a minute to midnight. And that's bad. That's really bad. That's not good at all. So hopefully we don't go to nuclear war. I would hope that it does not have to come to that. But they said we're running out of options. Diplomacy's not working. Kim Jong-un said he's willing. They were not Kim Jong-un himself, but his representatives said they're willing to talk. They're willing to do. He said he was going to send some people or some athletes down to the Winter Olympics. So it's like he's trying to be tough, but like low key saying, "Hey, okay, I really don't want war. Okay, I just want to keep my regime. I want to keep my people oppressed. Come on." Help me out. Okay, look, it's just tough. It's just talk. Okay, we got the nukes, but we're not going to use them. We're not going to strike first. So it's like I don't think North Korea really wants to go to war. I don't think Kim Jong Un really wants to go to war. Don't get me wrong, the guy is crazy, but I think he's not. I don't think he would strike first. But the U.S. has talked to striking first. Trump has talked to striking first. Gosh, if we go to war, Lord help us all. But that'll be it for today. My first video 2018. You know, I'm trying to boost this channel up. I'm sorry this video's kind of been all over the place with me talking because I'm kind of getting my thoughts together. I didn't really I should have prepared more for this video, but hey, I'm gonna keep going. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like whenever you do it, have one do, whatever you do, just do it. Welcome, come back to the Vibe Watch Network, and I'm gonna be back with some more videos.